got her pulled outside. Welcome back to God Guy Garage. I haven't had much time to be putting in on this project here. So got it wheeled outside, so I'm going to grind on this. Got the hole cut out. I think you seen that last time. And so now I'm going to grind this and then get this old cookie pan plate welded into place. So I'm going to have to get it level even though nothing's level. So I'll just get it pretty close. That's good right there. Yeah, when I took this piece out, it kind of made it not as rigid, obviously. I don't need anything perfect, it's just going to be a couch, but I would like it to be somewhat decent here. So I'm going to grind out this here and get it ready to weld up. Well, I'm going to have to try to take this chrome here off. I wasn't going to take it off because it's on there so good, but if you look at this side, I already took one off. And you can see that it's had a hit. It's been hit. It's been pushed in right here, and I didn't realize how bad until I popped off this one right here, and then it just sprung out on me. So it's and you can tell it'd been hit right here. It's got a dent there, but I didn't realize it pushed up against that chrome. I was gonna put the chrome back on, but we'll see if I can straighten that out good enough for what I got going here. But if you can see down in there, there's some bolts in there that I got to take off for these clips, and this one I took off and it broke. Not a bad thing, actually. I think you can buy these reproduction. So, and there's my place in there. The welds are terrible and stuff, but none of this will be seen in here. I'll wire wheel all this and paint it, and then do the next step. But here's going to be my big problem child right here. You can see how rusted this is in the back tray piece here. So you can see clear through it there. So I'm gonna have to try to cut that out. Really not looking forward to that since I'm not the body and fender guy. But we'll see. Here we go. This one's nice and straight, see? This one looks good. There we go. That one will clean up pretty nice. Well, we're here for another day. Still cold. It's about 37 degrees today. So I'm going to try to figure out how to cut this off. And I got one over here. I don't know if you can see this, but I got this piece. And I'm going to try to cut off and put in there. And it's got a really good brace on it right here that's not rusted. Mine's all rusted and this one isn't. So we're going to try to get that on there. And I don't know if you see them or not, but there's a couple little bitty tiny snowflakes trying to fall. So this is the idea. Just put this bad boy on there. I'm pretty nervous. So I've kind of come up with going a ½ inch in on the inside of where the trunk stops right here. And I'll come up about here. I won't go up very high, I don't think, because I really don't need to. Maybe just as high as this is here. Maybe about that high right there. Somewhere in there. Kind of stay even with this. Okay. I like that idea. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to try to go ½ inch on this part here. I think that'll be enough. Got to get squared up here. here. I think if I go there and there. There's my cut right there. I think that might work. Okay, I think that might work, huh? Well, I'm a little nervous about this, I gotta say. I'm gonna start cutting this out. I'm cutting this one really short and that one long on the good one. We'll see. I'm nervous about messing this up, but here we go. We're gonna do it. There we go. There she is. Right, wrong, or indifferent. We're cut. Man, I hope I didn't mess this up. I'm pretty nervous about this, but here you can see how much rot's in this thing. I just put my finger through it. You can see how bad it is. Clear through there. So, hopefully I can get this back together. I'm pretty nervous about this. Alright. Now we just gotta cut the other one, right? Oh man. Well, there's nothing left of it, so if I messed up, dang. Well, here's my new piece. Much nicer looking than the other one, wouldn't you say? Dang. Is that gonna fit? I'm scared to try. Here's what's left of a couple of them pieces. Alright. Back on here. She's pretty flimsy without that piece. Well, in either case, you can see it's getting kind of close. I mean, I don't feel too terrible. At least it almost wants to fit. So, I'm not too sure if I'm doing a good job here, something like that, yeah? Maybe I need some insurance or something like that. Wow, look at that. A little bit of finagling and daggum, that's pretty decent. I just need to get the backside to fit. Look at that. Man, that's pretty doggone good. That's not too bad, is it? Look at that. Well, I'm going to dig around with this and try to get some fitment, but you can see it's not going to be too bad. Look at that. I'm pretty jazzed with that. Yeah, thought I might get a little bit better close-up shot here. So, I got to get this corner here to fit in here. But you can tell my front part's not going to be too bad. It's trying to line up. And this side is actually not too bad. Once I get that set right in there, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. I'm not too far off here. I mean, kind of. I didn't even notice I did that. I'll have to tack that back together or something. Alright, well, good enough. I gotta get that to fit in there. And I gotta get that one to fit in there. What are you doing, Bailey? What are you doing, Bailey girl? Oh, hey, look at that. We are getting closer, aren't we? some boards under that. Well, we're close. We're getting closer. I'm getting that to fit up in there pretty good. It's getting there. Might have to fill in a little hole there that I probably did too much on, but so we're getting pretty close. It's not too bad for never doing this before. All right, well, I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna go get my hat. It's getting a little cold out here. I think it's about 35 now. There we go. That's my 49.5 inches that I needed. Alright. I don't quite think I'm ready to weld that yet, but my buddy Dennis said I need a gap on these guys. I think I'm going to try to trace it on the bottom, but I'll have to cut it off on the bottom, which means I got to flip it up to do that, but that might be the easiest way. Trying to take and I got this new piece set in here and try to cut it, draw underneath of it so I can cut the top piece to match this one. That piece is in so much better shape. Still think I'm a little high here too. I'm gonna have to cut this down a little bit. Well, we had the new piece put underneath of it, and then traced a line on the bottom here. So I'm going to cut that off, and hopefully it'll be even with the other one, the new one. I hope. We will see. Well, I think I got it just about where I need to be. Got this here pretty close. My gaps in there are bigger than I need. I'm just gonna have to overcome that somehow because this outside looks pretty darn good. So. Well, welcome back. We're on another weekend. It's kind of sunny, but it's kind of cold, but not too bad. But the wind's blowing pretty good. So anyway, I got this thing done up here, and I need to tack weld this on the inside now. Kind of got this welded up on the outside. I kind of got to tack this into place. This don't need to be perfect because I'm covering all this up with wood in here when I go to build the bench. So, but I do need it to have some structure in here. So that's what we're going to do today.